Yes, Ashley with Amare. So, we're going to talk about waist trainers today and how they're a big no. So, let's first off start by saying this. You guys are going to do whatever you want as far as your recovery. Whatever your doctor tells you to do, whatever you find on YouTube, whatever you find on Facebook, whatever you find on Real Self, you guys are going to do whatever you're going to do regardless. I am just here to tell you what we do at Amare. Now, just because we do it at Amare doesn't mean that doing it somewhere else is like a bad thing. So, example, we do hands-on manual lymphatic drainage, gentle hands-on manual lymphatic drainage only. So, just because you're not getting it done with us doesn't mean it's not going to work. Now, that is one thing. The other thing is, I have a very specific reason as to why I recommend the things I recommend. So it's backed by science, it's backed by anatomy, physiology, the post-op body, all of those things. The people who are recommending waist trainers, it's not backed by all of that. The people who are recommending those like bands that you wrap around yourself or binders and things like that, they have some reasons, but they may not be the right reasons for your body. Now that goes for all the products that we recommend. That goes for all the methodology that we use. We and everyone at Amare, take your body and your surgery specifically into consideration when putting together a post-op plan for you, when recommending these things. So just because you see someone else out there on the internet recommending it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that it's not right for you. So again, your recovery is your responsibility. Listening to what your doctor says is your responsibility. Following the protocol that your doctor gives you is your responsibility. And I cannot tell you, hello Cleo, I cannot tell you how many times you guys will come into my office and I'll be like, oh, antibiotics, what are you on? And you're like, none, my doctor didn't give me any. And then I take a look at your sheet and there are antibiotics prescribed, you just didn't take them. So it's the same thing with your recovery. I have my reasons for doing the things that I do with my clients and the things that I suggest to you guys. A lot of people choose to follow that. Some people choose not to, and your results are based on the choices that you make when it comes to post-surgery. So taking your antibiotics or not, taking your painkillers or not, wearing a binder or a waist trainer or not. So caveat to this whole video, as I do with all my other videos, I am not a doctor. I am a post-op specialist. I am not your doctor. I am a post-op specialist. So if you're looking for things specific for your surgery and your recovery, then yes, choosing to go with us, that is a personal choice. Choosing to listen to someone else, that is a personal choice. And like I said, all other, post-op specialists, doctors, all of those other people have reasons for doing what they're doing and recommending what they're recommending. Just because they're different from what we recommend doesn't mean they're wrong. But I will tell you, we at Amare do not ever recommend waist trainers. Guys! Okay, going back to the analogy of the tattoo, right? So surgery is permanent. You get the lipo, fat, all that stuff permanently taken out of your body. What are you still trying to contour? Guys, you got the contouring done. You got it removed. What are we still trying to shrink here? Now, I understand that you think swelling is fat because you guys have no idea. I get it. But I'm telling you, no to the waist trainers post-op. Why? Because they are crushing your surgery area. Again, it's like getting a tattoo. If you get a tattoo and you get it done with color, you don't have to take a Sharpie and fill it in every day for the next year to make the color permanent. That's not how that works. It's already been permanent. It's already been done. That was the point of surgery. So wearing a waist trainer, there are 3 reasons why people, suggest wearing a waist trainer. Again, doesn't mean that it's right, just means that that's their method of doing it. And our method is a very less painful, better way of doing things. That is for you to decide. So here are the facts. 1, your doctor will tell you to wear a waist trainer because they think you need tighter compression. Again, as I say in all my videos, tighter is not better. You are crushing your body, you're crushing your tissue. Basically, you're one big internal scab and you're squeezing the crap out of it with a waist trainer. No, get a proper garment. If you don't know what that is, set up a virtual with me. That's number 1. So your doctor will recommend it because they really don't know what else to give you, or they'll give you a garment that's too loose because they're erring on the side of caution. Again, 2 extremes. There's got to be a middle. We're the middle. Okay, so number 2, you go on Real Self, you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, you go on Instagram, and you see all these people who are doing recovery from plastic surgery or lipo, squeezing the crap out of themselves in a waist trainer. 1, they never saw a post-op specialist to do that. They were listening to someone else. 2, their doctor told them to wear a waist trainer because, again, of what I said in number 1. And number 3, they're not wanting to wear a garment. Guys, I don't know what it is with you guys. If you break your leg, you need to be in a cast. I don't know why you guys are getting lipos and BBLs and tummy tucks and breast augs and then complaining that the garment's constricting you. And mind you, when we fit you for a garment, it fits like a good pair of yoga pants. It should hold you like a soft cast. Now, I understand you guys have trauma around the garments because people in DR and Miami and places that are not post-op recovery specialists but are Faja places that sell Fajas are squeezing you guys into the tightest thing humanly possible, and you're passing out when you take it off. I get that you're garment traumatized. But guys, not wearing your garment in foams that fit you comfortably because it's too bulky or it's too uncomfortable is like not wearing a cast 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out after you broke your leg. What do you think that's going to heal like? Wear your garment in foams, but stop wearing things that squeeze you. And again, that's why people say, oh, wear a waist trainer, oh, wear this, because it's less material and it's more comfortable. Okay, but again, the fluid is going to gush above and below, and you're going to wind up with swelling above and below that waist trainer or that binder or that belt or whatever you're wearing, and it's going to trap fluid because it's too tight. So that's number 2, is looking at Real Self and all the other things online that you have no idea about. And number 3, substituting for a garment. Kind of goes off of 1 and 2. A lot of people will wear a waist trainer because they think it's a form of compression that's equivalent to a post-op garment. No, a medical grade post-surgery compression garment is what you need, not a waist trainer. It's not cut properly. I have tons of videos on the garment stuff. We do not agree with waist trainers. Now, moving on to the binder thing. When you guys get a tummy tuck and you have drains, your doctor's putting you in a binder because they don't want your drains to be crushed or suffocated, so that you can, make sure those drains are not getting clogged or backing up or anything like that. So that's okay. But after you get those drains removed, you need to be in a proper garment. Wearing a binder long term is not a solution. And again, you guys out there who've been in binders that have a hard patch right over your pubic bone, or have the top here that's super swollen, or the bottom here that's super swollen, binders are the number 1 thing that contribute and cause the dog ears. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably never had a tummy tuck. But basically, if they did lipo to your flanks or where your tummy tuck incision ends, that's what they call the dog ear area, because there's like a big patch of swelling here that hangs over. So it makes it look like you didn't have any surgery done, or it makes the end of your tummy tuck incision, or even the middle, really hard and puffy and thick, and that's how you get really thick scars. So binders are a short-term solution. The same way that we say Mirena garments are a short-term solution, because you guys need to be in something that's actually going to hold you, not a waist trainer. And again, the next point, you guys get addicted to these waist trainers and these garments because you want to be like super snatched, right? But if we healed properly from surgery and your surgeon took out all the fat, you're going to be properly snatched. You don't need to do anything except make sure you're healing properly. The problem is you guys are doing too much. You're wearing these waist trainers, you're squeezing these wraps around you and doing all this hard, aggressive massage and all kinds of stuff. And at home, you're using these machines, or you're rubbing yourself at home. If I take a knife and I cut open your hand, you're not going to want to do that. You don't need, if you have stitches holding this together, you don't need steri strips on top of that and like a massive tight bandage on top of that. It's going to mess up the way that it heals. It's the same thing with waist trainers, guys. Waist trainers are not an excuse or an exception or a substitute for a proper post-op garment. And now, again, with the garments, like I've said before, the only reason you need to be in a garment is so you heal. After that 3-month mark when you heal, now this is different for everybody's doctor, this is different for everybody's surgery, but generally, at that 3-month mark, when you're healed, you shouldn't be wearing a garment anymore. You don't need to. You're healed. You don't have to be wearing anything if there's no swelling. If there is no swelling, if there's no hardness, if your skin is perfectly healed and normal, you don't need to be wearing a garment. I hear these people online talking about 6 months to a year in a garment. Well, either you're not doing proper lymphatic drainage and you're swollen for 6 months to a year, or you don't really understand how a garment works and the reasoning behind it and why you need it. Again, it's a soft cast to help you heal. And if you're doing proper lymphatic drainage, massage, hands-on, not the cutting, squeezy thing, if you're doing actual, true, hands-on, proper manual lymphatic drainage and getting things done the right way and healing the right way, why are you in a garment for 6 months to a year? Unless you still have swelling and your skin is still sore and you're still uncomfortable, which will happen if you are not getting proper treatment after surgery. So in that case, yeah, you're going to want to be in it for that long because your body stopped healing, because you've been squeezing the crap out of it or wearing something that's not, what it's supposed to be, like an actual garment, to help you heal, and you're not getting proper massages to get the swelling to go back into your body so that you pee it out. So again, lots of people have lots of reasons for wearing these waist trainers, but when it comes to post-op, guys, wearing a waist trainer is not going to help your swelling. Wearing a binder for 6 months is not going to help your swelling. True hands-on manual lymphatic drainage, along with getting in a proper garment that fits you right, taking care of eliminating, dissolving, getting your body to, suck that fluid back, any fibrosis, any swelling, any fluid, cleaning up your body is what's going to get you to that snatched place that you're trying to get to with a waist trainer. Because if you had surgery and they did what they needed to do to take everything out, you shouldn't need that. You already had the surgery. There's no need for that. So again, this is why we do not recommend waist trainers, because they cause more fluid, they slow you down, they trap more fluid, and it's super uncomfortable. And a lot of people say, oh yeah, I wear them at the gym, or oh yeah, they're comfortable to wear during the day because my skin hurts. Well, that's problem number one. If your skin is hurting, if your tissue hurts, if you're sore, if you're swollen, and you're 6 months out after only lipo, we might want to fix that. We might want to actually get the swelling out and get your body healing, because that means it's not healing right, and it's going to take forever, and then you're going to be stuck in that thing for, maybe longer than a year if you don't ever deal with the swelling, if you don't ever deal with the healing, and then any incisions you have are going to heal kind of crazy. We have a very short window for making sure incisions don't scar as they're healing. After they scar, you have to do all kinds of things to get rid of the scar. How about we just not make it scar to begin with? And our wound care helps with that in our post-op shop. Check that out. But yeah, guys, waist trainers are not anything like that. Is there a Faja company that I recommend? My Fajas that I've created for fat transfer to the hips in February. Yes, okay. Hip compression, good point. Waist trainers will cut right into here. So will other garments, so will binders. If you are having fat transfer to your hips and that thing is digging in and sitting here, you're going to wind up with a dent. So in that case, schedule a virtual with me and I can ship you out a garment once we fit you for one and do all of that. 732-841-0142. Call the office Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and we can get set up with that and make sure that everything is where it needs to be and you're not crushing yourself. But yeah, guys, waist trainers mess you up in all kinds of ways. Let's talk about not post-surgery. That thing is crushing your organs. Anytime you move, it's cutting into you. Why are you wearing a waist trainer if the minute you take it off, everything just goes back? It's not doing any permanent results, so why are we wearing it? Because it's not helping. You got permanent surgery for permanent results. Waist trainers, even on a normal human being, doesn't give permanent results. The working out and the eating right gives permanent results. The waist trainer is just holding you while you work out. That's it. Unless it's like a sweat belt or something, not an actual waist trainer, that may work for helping with sweat and burning fat. But again, that's not my jurisdiction. I'm just saying post-op, waist trainers, no go. Because they will mess you up. No. We need you in a proper garment. So guys, at Amare, we do not recommend waist trainers because they are too rough on your body post-surgery. They are too much compression. The same thing as a super tight faja. So don't cut corners. Don't take the cheap way out. Do your actual research. Get an actual garment. And I hope this was helpful. But again, there are lots of reasons that a lot of people recommend things based on their philosophy. And you can choose to listen to whoever you want. That's up to you. But based on my philosophy and Amare's philosophy that I built from all of this, practice and work and stuff, we don't recommend them because they're super uncomfortable and they cut into your body. So guys, have a good rest of your day. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. And like I said, if you need to set up a virtual, you can call our office. The wound care is in the post-op shop as well as all of our other supplies for surgery. Check those out and I will see you guys soon. Bye.